Hi there, everybody. It's Catherine. Happy Monday. We're now officially into December. It's December the 3rd. So I thought it would be useful to have a session where we talk about Christmas selling. And at the end of it, I'm really excited to tell you about my brand new course and a special offer just for the group and for my page members just for this week. But I will tell you about that a little bit later. Hello to everyone joining me. Okay, so it is a very, very busy time of year. I know that you are all flat out. If you've been spending the whole weekend at events, then you are probably exhausted. So I hope that you are able to somehow manage to balance some self-care at this time of year. So it's really, really important. But what I wanted to talk about today is specifically your last minute selling tips for Christmas. So we don't have much time left. We have got what have we got, about 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks to sell, and that means it is really getting into that peak time. Everybody's getting out there, getting their Christmas shopping done, so this is the time to pull out all the stops. And what I want you to think about, the first thing, the most important thing, is to really recognize in your business, what are your brown bananas? Now, what is that? Does that even mean? Well, brown bananas is the technical term for anything that you have in your business that is going to be basically dead after Christmas. So Christmas ornaments, Christmas cards, wrapping paper that has snowmen and trees on it, anything that is referencing Christmas in any way, shape or form, baubles, all of those things. You will have most likely some products in your business that are very, very Christmas specific. And what happens is that after Christmas, they will just drop off a cliff, because the only people who are going to be buying them are the people who are super organized and want to buy them at half off in the sale so that they can have them for next year. So have a look at your range and have a look at what is going to drop off. So for example, if you're clothing and you've got something that's really super sparkly, you get a little bit of a lift for New Year's Eve purchasing, but basically you're more or less heading, and also this time in December, people will purchase for Christmas parties. So again, unless it's gifting, then it's going to be really dropping off very quickly. If you also sell anything to do with a tree, whether that's the ornaments, the wreaths, the garlands, they really peak by about the 10th of December, because that's when everyone's actually putting up their wreaths and their trees. And then after that, it drops off again unless people are giving it as a gift. So take a look at what you've got. Take a look at what can sell happily into January and what is really going to drop off after Christmas. And then what you want to do is focus all of your efforts, there's no time to be subtle at this point, into clearing through anything that is not going to be really relevant for your customers in January. Because there is an argument to say that you can put it in a box and you can pull it out next year and try and sell it through at a higher margin rather than discounting now. But I really want you to think about your cash flow in your business and how fantastic it would be to sell through this stock, get it cleared through, and then start the year with some extra money that you can use to then bring in newness. Because also, even if you're not a super trend-led business, then there will be different trends next year for Christmas that you maybe want to buy into. And if you've still got a lot of stock to clear through from this Christmas, then it's less than ideal. So overall then, have a look in your business, everything that is going to drop dead, and really make that your focus. So your last minute selling pushes should all be about these products. If it can sell in January, don't go crazy discounting now necessarily. As I said, I'm not a big believer in discounting, but at this time of year, what you do want to do is clear through your liability stock. So that is everything that is sparkly, Christmassy, or in any way for the festive season. So that is the first part. The second part, which feeds into that, is to really, if you haven't done so already, sketch yourself out, even if it's on a piece of paper with a quick pen. What are your promotions going to be between now and Christmas? I know there's so much going on. You're probably busy packing orders, preparing for events and everything else, but do think about your messaging going through December. And if you haven't planned it out yet, plan out between now and the end of December what your promotion is going to be each week. So if you've done the exercise and you've looked at what it is that is your biggest, your biggest liability, what's most likely to kind of go off, if you like, after Christmas, then obviously that will help inform your promotional stance, because quite simply, you'll just want to make all of those products your features and the ones that you're trying to push. The other thing is so point number 3. So number 1, identify what you've got a liability on in terms of what's going to stop selling after Christmas. Number 2, looking at how you're going to promote throughout the month of December and any offers that you're going to have. You should also, I should say, with promotions, also be really aware of your final shipping dates. So when are you going to cut off next day delivery? When are you going to cut off delivery in time for Christmas? All of those things are really important for you to get clear about. Number 3 is to sort out your stock. So if you have got stock that you've been taking to craft fairs, so it's not online, as soon as those fairs are over, or you don't have any more events, make sure you get that back up onto your website, so you don't have a period of time where this stock is neither, it's not online and it's not at the craft fair either. So just have a think about your stock. Is it all available for your customers to buy? If it's stock that you've kept to one side because you were taking it to an event and that event is done, is it now online? You want to make sure you don't miss out on any sales because somebody was looking for something from you and then they didn't have it. And then the one that I always come back to, focus on your customer. So again, this is a really, really busy time of year. I talked last week a bit about customer service, the importance of staying positive, the importance of staying engaged with your customer. But I just want to stress that again, it is really difficult when you're trying to pack and ship out orders. You're trying to organize a whole bunch of different things, but you just got to really see that if you can check in with your customer and keep talking to them. And it's been really fascinating, actually, because I've spent a lot of time in the last couple of weeks at various different events, between pop-ups and markets and all kinds of different events. And it's really interesting, the difference between people who really engage with the customer and the people who are kind of just there and say hi and don't necessarily engage. And I know it's difficult, and I know that it's really hard to keep energy up all day long and talk to every single customer, and it is absolutely exhausting at times, but it does make a massive difference both in person and online. So for example, yesterday I was at the Etsy local event in Peckham in southeast London, and there was somebody there. They had a stall and it was jewellery, and I walked past and it was, really nice jewellery. So and before I kind of breezed on by, the person just engaged me and she asked me, she said, how long, what brought you to the event? And then she asked me, and I said, I'm just finishing up some shopping. And then she said, who do you still have left on your list? And then, and it was just really interesting because she really brought me in. She really engaged with me. She asked me, they weren't pushy questions. She asked me who I was looking to buy for, what kind of things they liked. She made some suggestions. She talked about all of the benefits of her product and how they could fit different people, and it was adjustable and all of these different things. So I would just really stress, and having seen that, having spoken and seen so many different people at so many different events, it really stands out, the ones that engage me, the ones that talk to me, the ones that ask me questions. And again, it's not pushy at all. It's just a question of them talking to me. So that is one of my biggest tips for the final run up into Christmas. I know it's so hard because your head's down and there are 1,000,001 different things going on, but do keep talking to your customers and keep engaging them and keep thinking about how can you be helpful to them. Are there suggestions you can make on gift giving ideas? Can you make suggestions to them about information that they can share with the recipient of the gift? Because that's always nice when you buy something for somebody and then you're able to tell them a little bit about who made it and how it was made and why it's important and why it's that color and why it's made the way that it is and all of those different things. So keep thinking about your customer, keep talking to them, keep engaging with them. It is a lot at this time of year, so do look after yourself, and but absolutely push on the products that are going to stop selling after Christmas so that you can get decent cash flow to head into the new year. So those are my tips. Just as I said, I'll tell you a little bit about my new course. So I'm very excited. I managed to open the doors to the Future Retail Academy online courses it is now up and running and it's live, and it's been fantastic response. I've had lots of people buying from the group, which is amazing. And the group, there's a 20% off for the group members and for people on my page, and that is valid through the end of the week. So I know it's a busy time of year. I have designed the course so that it's small pieces, so you can listen to a little bit here and there, but obviously it doesn't expire. So if you want to get the course and then have a chance in January to really go through it and think about your pricing, then that's fine too. It's lifetime access. But absolutely really happy with how it's turned out. I've spent many hours, blood, sweat and tears on this course, putting in all of my knowledge about pricing that I've had over the years, and it does really transform your business. If you get your pricing right and you have enough profit coming in for each purchase, it frees up money, it frees up your time because you can afford to bring somebody in to help you. It's a really key element to building a profitable business, so I'm really glad that I have got that up and running. And that is it from me. So anybody who has any questions, please just drop them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to be in and out of the group all week as usual, so do feel free to ask me any questions. And if you've got any tips, if this is your second or third Christmas, or you've really got into a rhythm this year, or you've learned something new, then please do share it too. Love to hear how it's going for you. But otherwise, try and keep rested, and we're nearly there, guys. It's 3 weeks to go. So great to talk to you, and have a great day. Bye bye.